Hey, welcome back, everybody. This is Mike Brenner coming to you with the Brenner Blast. Got some temporary situations that we're filming out of, but it is all good. Never too late for success. You never make excuses for losses. And my God, yesterday, what a frustrating loss we took on our private picks. We had the Saints on the private pick, full game money line plus 200. All right, we were 7 seconds away from cashing that ticket. It was a rough day. It was a rough weekend. But you know what? You take the good with the bad. You understand you better put the seatbelt on. This ain't no joyride. And bottom line, it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. So the same way we don't gloat when we win, we own it when we lose. I will sharpen my pencil. I don't give up. I show up today. I put my face out there. I own it. And for the haters that want to hate, throw it on my shoulders. By God, Brenner can handle it. Trust me, I'm as frustrated as you. So it's not like you're in your own company. You're not the Lone Ranger out there. All right, the Saints, Drew Brees said it's going to take a long time for this to wear off if it ever does. Coach Sean Payton said, I just don't understand how we let this one slip away after working so hard to crawl back into it. He said this is going to be one hell of a tough off season. And one of the defensive players for the Saints compared it with a friend of his that played for the Falcons. So I don't know, guys. We'll see what happens. But my hat's off to Minnesota. Coach Zimmer got it done. Got it done. All right. His team finds ways to win. Case Keenum keeps proving his worth no matter what it takes. And next week, it's going to be one hell of a battle. But we got to move forward like everybody else. Pittsburgh Steelers, speaking of moving forward, I think Mike Tomlin might be on the hot seat. Big Benny's got to be tired of playing there. They don't build any kind of defense that can hold its own around this guy. All right, when you're throwing 5 touchdowns or whatever and you're still losing, you're scoring like 40 points or more and you're losing, all right, it's time for something to change. And that window of opportunity is definitely closing, especially for Big Ben. He's getting older. I don't know, but Pittsburgh, I look for that team. They better do some major renovation. They better get on TV for one of the major renovation shows because they certainly need it. And here we go. Jacksonville going to play the New England Patriots. Woo! God, can't wait for that one to kick off. New England, they own Tennessee. Felt that one. We cashed that one on the first half on a private pick. All right, guys, let's get into it. Let's start talking about it because we're bouncing back tonight. We've got NBA and we've got college basketball. NBA, we got one big marquee matchup tonight. I'm not touching it, but you got Golden State playing against Cleveland. I have no say-so in that game. Golden State is a road favorite, and right now it's looking like it's -6 on the road. Cleveland is hosting Golden State. No call on that one. I just want to kick back, and actually there's a couple other games I want to get involved in. One of them is Duke at Miami. That's a big game that I'm going to enjoy also, and it's also a game that we might be looking at to have a pick in, so stay tuned. But let's start out with NBA. Last night we had Minnesota in the third quarter. Turned out to be a sharp pick. It was -1.5. They were up by 4. They came out. That's where a lot of edge is. Who comes out of that tunnel more hungry? Who comes out of that tunnel with more purpose? Because a lot of teams carry a big lead into the tunnel at halftime, but it's the great teams that separate, that put 4 quarters together, that come out and don't worry about a cushion of a lead. So Houston is playing at Clippers tonight. That's right. Chris Paul going back to his old stomping grounds. He circled this game when he got traded. The Clippers circled this game. The fans circled this game. He's going to get booed. It's not going to be a pretty scene, but here's the deal. I like the third quarter. We're pulling the trigger, baby, with Houston because they're going to let all that emotion wear off. And again, Clippers without DeAndre Jordan, that's a big force underneath to replace. And without Austin Rivers, who was playing some of his best ball before he went down. Can Blake Griffin carry the load? I don't know. I think quietly I'll take a Houston team playing without Harden, then I will take a Clippers team playing without DeAndre Jordan and Austin Rivers. So I think if Clips got anything in the tank emotionally, they might do it early. I don't know. Chris Paul, he'll shake off the booze. Third quarter, coming out of the tunnel, it's -1. That's right. Pulling the trigger, baby, with Houston on that third quarter, -1. I love that play. All right, guys, then let's talk about some college hoops. We got Duke playing at Miami. That's right, 7 p.m. Eastern, this one tips off. Duke's 15-2, ranked number 6 in the country, going up against 13-3, number 19th ranked Miami Hurricanes. These two teams can bring it when they play, but they got an explosive offense in Duke going up against a stingy, I'm talking about a stingy-ass defense in Miami. Top 5 scorer in defense going up against a top 10 team in offense, both in assists and in scoring with Duke. So something's got to give here. I think as the game goes on, the advantage is going to come out. We're pulling the trigger, baby, with the Duke Blue Devils on the full game -4.5. That's right. I like it. It's going to click. We're going to get it done. Duke, Coach K, they'll be ready to go, okay? Had a couple days to think about some things, put some things together. But, again, on the full game, I think they wear Miami out. -4.5, I look for them to win by 7 or more. All right, and then we got another college basketball game. This is one of those revenge games. You're going to pay for it. Oklahoma State playing against Baylor last year. Oklahoma State at home, okay, lost by 3 to Baylor. I didn't forget about that. Baylor's had a lot of changes, and I know Baylor, they got off to a 10-2 start, but shit has gotten real and shit's gone south. They've lost 4 out of the last 5 now, and I think Oklahoma State quietly on the road as the dog will have the momentum early, because what happened, Oklahoma State's season almost came crashing down. They closed out their last game against Texas on a 15-2 run. Hell, they were losing 62-50, all right? They closed it out with a 15-2 run to win on a tip-in. That fired them up. It gave them new life. I think that momentum and that emotion coupled with a revenge game on the road, look for Baylor to maybe be a little soft early. We're pulling the trigger, baby, with Oklahoma State Cowboys on that first half +2.5. I like it. I like that spot. I think they're going to be ready to go. And plus, that win, the way they came back, that's going to spark that team. They know they got to keep that up early on the road. All right, let's recap the picks so I can get this video up. NBA, we're playing Houston. Pulling the trigger, baby, with the Rockets on the third quarter -1. They're going to run and gun. Chris Paul going on to his old stomping grounds, and we'll get it done. Then, in college basketball, we're going with the Duke Blue Devils on the full game -4.5, and Oklahoma State on the first half +2.5 as a dog. Let's get it done, guys. Pay it forward. Spend that quality time. I hope everybody's had a great holiday today, enjoying family, food, sports, whatever you may be doing. Tomorrow, everything's back to normal. So, in the meantime, bet responsible, beat your bookie, and build that bank with Brenner, and get ready. We're going to get more consistent. Things are going to be uploaded earlier. I'm going to finally get on top of this game. I just got a lot of stuff going on. Busier than a one-legged man in an ass-kicking contest, for crying out loud. I'm just trying to keep up, and I'm getting ready to shine. Watch it happen. All right, guys, let's have a great day. Again, let's make sure we stick to the plan. Stay true to yourself. We know what is most important. Let's keep our priorities straight. And remember, this is a marathon. It's not a sprint. And also, don't forget, the Brenner Blast is coming to you, baby. NBA and college basketball. Let's sweep that board tonight because we're well overdue.